Hey everybody, Manuel Delgado here at Delgado Guitars. Excited to bring you episode 3. Today we're going to talk about customization, some of the different things that we do on instruments, some of the different ways that you can order a customized instrument. So we're going to just show you a few of those right now. And now today we're going to be in the workshop, so it's going to be a little bit more noisy. You're going to actually hear things happening today. But so we just want to start off real quick. So one of the ways that you can do something customized is maybe by using custom pieces of wood. Here's a great example of that. This is an instrument that I made out of wood that came from a very famous property in Memphis, Tennessee. It's 3764 is the address of the home. That street is Highway 51, which they later renamed Elvis Presley Boulevard. But this wood came from a fence on the property, and we converted it into an instrument. And these pieces of inlay here, I custom cut its mother of pearl to inlay, and then we use gold fret wire, everything gold on this, gold tuners, everything. And now we're doing another model of that we're calling the Memphis model. And you can see again how we've customized this one. So on the Memphis model, we're doing, still has a 3764. If you look on the pickups, you can even see it's engraved on the pickups right there, 3764 Memphis. And we're trying to find unique pieces of wood that tell a story as well, so we can implement those in our different instruments. But this one, you'll notice, has all chrome as opposed to gold, and it has 2 pickups. So this is how we make this model unique. But even within this model, we'll do stuff where it's customized. So another example of that is, let me grab this instrument right here. This is the body for one of these, and this was custom ordered by a client. And in this one, we're using pieces of wood that came from a Maker's Mark whiskey barrel. So it's still going to be the same instrument with the same pickups, the same look, but we use a custom piece of wood. And then on the fingerboard, as you look at this fingerboard, it's somewhat plain other than the inlay at the bottom. This customer right here requested something be customized, and we did these custom mother of pearl inlays on this neck for them. Even did a custom sunburst finish here on the headstock overlay, which the body will eventually match that as well. So there's a couple of examples right there of some customization. Let's look at a few more. So here's another example of some things that we can do to customize an instrument. So this is a concert classical guitar that a client ordered. He actually selected the different types of woods that he wanted this instrument to be made out of. But then he also asked for things like having it be a cutaway. He wanted the top to have a bevel on it, like this. He asked for the width here at the nut and the width at the end of the fingerboard to be a certain spacing. The different inlays. And with this one, we're actually going to start, you'll see it in a second here, I've already started shaping the neck back here. And this is all done by hand. So the customer is going to come in before we get this completed, and we will be able to shape this neck to whatever shape that customer wants. So I'll get it somewhat close right now, get it all sanded down, get strings on it, and then they can come in and play it. And when he's playing it, if he decides he wants the neck a little bit thinner, maybe more rounded, flatter, whatever it might be, then we'll be able to take this while he's waiting and customize the fit of the neck for him as well. So this is truly a custom instrument. I mentioned using wood as a way to customize instruments. Well, this gentleman came to us and was interested in having a custom ukulele made. And he said he really wanted it to be out of a certain type of wood. We talked about koa, but he liked when the wood had very distinctive characteristics about it. and he wanted the grain to have that lighter grain on the inside, darker grain on the outside. So I was able to find a piece of wood by researching, looking through what was available. We got this piece right here. Well, from here, we talked earlier in one of our episodes about book matching. You can see that this is where this piece of wood came out of, and it was book matched. So it's the same piece of wood cut in half and joined down the center, and then we were able to also have the back match the top. So it's the same grain pattern that's going to follow. And then we'll have some sides made out of koa. But again, this is another example of customizing. We're going to have that custom abalone shell inlay in there, and then there'll be some custom inlays that he'll request also. So, but let's look at maybe a couple of other ways of customizing using accessories. Okay, so we're going to look at maybe a pick guard as an example. So we're going to look at doing a custom pick guard, and actually did an earlier pick guard for a guitar for this same client, friend of ours, where it had this black pick guard material, and we did a custom tortoiseshell pick guard. So I'll show you. In fact, I'll put some images up right now. You can see what it looked like before with the black pick guard, and then what we were able to do afterwards with the tortoiseshell. And it's imitation tortoiseshell, obviously, but we're going to use this piece right here, and we're going to make a pick guard for this bass, this Rickenbacker bass, that'll be made out of this, and it'll make it unique, and we'll be able to see what it looks like now, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like after, and how just one custom accessory can change the look of an instrument. example of how just changing one feature of an instrument can give it a completely different look. So sometimes if you have an older instrument and you're wanting to kind of refresh it, think of it like if you had, if you put custom rims on your car or a new paint job or something. You know, there's a lot of different things that you can do to make an older instrument kind of revive it or give it a different feel. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video of just showing you just a few ways of how we customize. We showed you how we do inlay customizing, different woods to customize, different accessories, custom shapes on the instruments, the necks, all that stuff. But tune in, we got another one coming soon, but we're excited to bring these to you and we hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you so much.